Ariana slammed on the brakes of her old pickup truck, her heart pounding as the Billionaire's hypercar skidded wildly toward the cliff's edge on that foggy California highway. "No!" she screamed, leaping out and racing toward the chaos, her engineer's instincts kicking in like a lifeline. In that split-second decision, she didn't know she was about to save more than a $4.2 million machine. She was about to upend her entire world. Ariana Torres had always been the type to fix things. Growing up in the gritty outskirts of Detroit, where rust ate away at dreams as much as it did cars, she learned early that machines were reliable in ways people often weren't. By 28, she clawed her way to Silicon Valley, working as a lead engineer at a cutting-edge auto tech firm, specializing in high-performance vehicles. Her life was a blueprint of precision. Early mornings in the garage, late nights poring over schematics, and a quiet apartment shared with her cat Turbo. Romance. That was a glitch she avoided. After a painful breakup in college with a girl who couldn't handle Ariana's workaholic ways, she'd sworn off entanglements. But fate, as it turned out, had other designs. It was a crisp autumn afternoon on Highway 1, the iconic Pacific Coast route winding through Big Sur. Ariana was driving back from a conference in Monterey, her mind buzzing with ideas for a new electric hypercar prototype. That's when she spotted it. A sleek obsidian black Koenigsegg Jesko, worth $4.2 million, careening out of control. The driver, a woman in a sharp blazer visible through the tinted windows, was fighting the wheel as the car hydroplaned on a patch of oil-slicked road from recent rains. Without thinking, Ariana veered her truck to the shoulder, grabbed her emergency toolkit from the bed, and sprinted toward the scene. The hypercar teetered on the guardrail, its rear wheels spinning futilely over the drop to the ocean below. "Hold on," Ariana yelled, sliding under the chassis like she'd done 1,000 times in the shop. She assessed the damage in seconds. A burst brake line, fluid leaking everywhere. Using her wrench and a makeshift clamp from her kit, she sealed the line, yelling instructions to the driver. "Ease off the gas slowly." The car stabilized, inching back onto solid ground. Sirens wailed in the distance as first responders arrived, but Ariana had already averted disaster. The door swung open and out stepped Allison Hargrove, the 32-year-old tech billionaire whose face graced Forbes covers. Heiress to a software empire, Allison was known for her ruthless boardroom tactics and her collection of exotic cars. Her dark hair was disheveled, green eyes wide with shock. You just saved my life," she stammered, her voice a mix of East Coast polish and raw vulnerability. Ariana wiped grease from her hands, shrugging it off. "Just save the car, really? Lives are bonus points." But as their eyes met, something sparked. An electric current that neither could ignore. Allison insisted on buying Ariana dinner as thanks, and what started as gratitude evolved into hours of conversation at a seaside cafe. Allison spoke of her isolated world, the pressure of running a multi-billion-dollar company after her father's death. Ariana shared stories of rebuilding engines from scrap, the satisfaction of making broken things whole. Over the next weeks, their paths intertwined. Allison invited Ariana to her sprawling estate in the hills above San Francisco, where the hypercar now sat pristine in a glass-walled garage. "I owe you more than dinner," Allison said one evening, handing Ariana a glass of wine. "Let me hire you to consult on my fleet." Ariana hesitated. Mixing work and whatever this was felt risky, but the pull was undeniable. They bonded over late-night drives, Allison's laughter filling the air as Ariana explained torque curves and aerodynamics. Yet, beneath the surface, tensions simmered. Allison was closeted, her public image meticulously curated as the straight-laced CEO. Rumors of past flings with men kept investors happy, but in private, she confided her fears. "Coming out could tank the stock," she whispered one night, as they watched the city lights from her balcony. Ariana, openly gay since her teens, felt a pang. Hiding who you are. That's no way to live. But she pushed it aside, lost in the romance blooming like California poppies in spring. Their first kiss happened under the stars, after a drive in the repaired Jesko. Allison pulled over at a scenic overlook, her hand trembling as she cupped Ariana's face. "You fixed more than my car," she murmured. It was tender, passionate, a promise of something deeper. But as their relationship deepened, cracks appeared. Allison's ex, a manipulative socialite named Victoria, re-emerged, spreading whispers in elite circles. And Ariana's best friend Mia warned her, billionaires play by different rules. Don't get hurt. Little did Ariana know the real storm was brewing. Allison's board was pressuring her to marry for stability, a strategic alliance with a rival tech heir. The secret weighed on Allison, but she couldn't bring herself to tell Ariana. Instead, she poured her heart into stolen moments, their love a hidden engine revving toward an inevitable crash. As winter set in, Ariana noticed Allison's distance. Canceled dates, cryptic texts. One night, after a heated argument about transparency, Allison broke down. I love you, Ariana, but my world. It's not simple. Ariana pulled her close, vowing to fight for them. Unbeknownst to her, Allison was planning something radical. A secret wedding, a defiant act to claim her truth. But secrets have a way of exploding, and this one would test everything. The San Francisco fog rolled in like a shroud, mirroring the uncertainty clouding Ariana's mind. She paced her apartment, turbo weaving between her legs, as she replayed Allison's last message. Meet me at the estate tonight. Important. It had been 2 months since the highway rescue, and their whirlwind romance had consumed her. Work suffered. Her boss noticed her distractions during prototype tests. But Ariana couldn't help it. Allison was a force, pulling her into a life of luxury and longing. Arriving at the estate, Ariana was greeted by candlelight flickering through the grand foyer. Allison stood at the center in a simple white dress, a bouquet of wildflowers in hand. Ariana, she said, voice steady despite the tears in her eyes. Marry me. Right now. An officiant waited discreetly in the corner, papers ready. It was impulsive, romantic, Allison's way of rebelling against her cage. Overwhelmed, Ariana said yes, and in that intimate ceremony witnessed only by the stars peeking through the skylight, they exchanged vows. I promise to fix whatever breaks us, Ariana whispered. Allison replied. And I promise to let you in, no more walls. The secret wedding was their sanctuary, a bubble away from prying eyes. They honeymooned quietly in a cabin in Lake Tahoe, days filled with hikes, laughter, and whispered dreams. Allison opened up about her childhood in New York, the loneliness of boarding schools while her father built his empire. Ariana shared her own scars, the rejection from her conservative family when she came out, the drive that pushed her westward. Their love deepened, a blend of passion and partnership. Ariana even started consulting on Allison's hypercar collection, tweaking engines while Allison watched, mesmerized. But bubbles burst. Back in the city, Victoria, Allison's ex, got wind of the marriage through a leaked photo from a staff member. Jealous and vindictive, she approached Allison's board with evidence of instability, fabricated stories of Allison's erratic behavior, tying it to her hidden sexuality. The board panicked. Stock prices dipped amid rumors. Allison faced an ultimatum. Annul the marriage or step down. Allison didn't tell Ariana at first, burying herself in work. The strain showed. Nights where Allison stared at her phone, ignoring Ariana's touch. What's wrong? Ariana pressed one evening in their shared penthouse overlooking the Golden Gate Bridge. Allison deflected. Just business. But the lie festered. Ariana, sensing the distance, confided in Mia over coffee in a Mission District cafe. It's like she's pulling away. After everything. Mia, ever the skeptic, dug online and uncovered tabloid whispers about Allison's secret life. Hurt, Ariana confronted her. Are you ashamed of us? The argument escalated, words like daggers. Allison, cornered, confessed the board's pressure. I can't lose the company. It's my father's legacy. Ariana felt betrayed. And what about our legacy? Our vows? She stormed out, driving aimlessly through the night, tears blurring the road like that fateful oil slick. The next day, Allison's world crumbled further. Victoria leaked a photo of the wedding to the press, twisting it into a scandal. Billionaire's impulsive gay marriage threatens empire. Headlines exploded, CNN, Forbes, even local Bay Area rags. Allison's phone rang nonstop. Investors pulled out. In a desperate board meeting, she fought back, her voice cracking. This is who I am. If you can't handle it, find another CEO. Ariana, holed up in her apartment, watched the news unfold. Her phone buzzed with messages from friends, family. Even her estranged parents reached out, awkwardly supportive. But Allison's silence stung deepest. Was their love just another fixable machine, or irreparably broken? Ariana tinkered with the model engine, hands steady despite her turmoil, wondering if she could repair this. Meanwhile, Allison faced her own reckoning. Alone in her estate, she stared at the hypercar Ariana had saved, the symbol of their beginning. "I have to choose," she murmured. In a bold move, she scheduled a press conference, ready to come out publicly. But doubt crept in. Would Ariana forgive the secrecy? The reaction? As the drama peaked, Ariana received an anonymous tip. Victoria's scheme exposed by a whistleblower. Furious, she raced to Allison's side. Bursting into the estate, she found Allison packing, resignation letter in hand. "I'm stepping down," Allison said, defeated. "But I can't lose you." Ariana pulled her into an embrace. "You won't. We'll fight this together." United, they plotted their counterattack. Allison went public not just about the marriage but the blackmail. The response was mixed, backlash from conservatives, but overwhelming support from the LGBTQ+ community and progressive investors. Stock rebounded, the board backed off. Yet healing took time. Their relationship, forged in fire, emerged stronger, but scars remained. Ariana moved in permanently, their home a blend of tech gadgets and greasy tools. They attended pride events, Allison's hand in Ariana's a quiet revolution. But life, ever dramatic, threw another curve. Allison's health scare, a minor heart episode from stress, forced them to reevaluate. In the hospital, Ariana held her hand. "No more secrets." Allison nodded, tears flowing. "Promise." Spring brought renewal to San Francisco, cherry blossoms painting the streets pink as Ariana and Allison navigated their new normal. The scandal had faded, replaced by profiles hailing Allison as a trailblazer. From closet to CEO, Hargrove's bold love story. Ariana, thrust into the spotlight, handled it with her engineer's pragmatism. Interviews focused on her work, not the drama. But privately, doubts lingered. "Do you regret it?" Ariana asked one morning over coffee on their balcony. Allison set down her mug, green eyes earnest. "Regret us? Never. Regret hiding? Every day." They leaned in, foreheads touching, a silent vow to rebuild. Their days filled with shared routines. Ariana in the garage, Allison in board calls, evenings cooking together. Allison's attempts at Mexican dishes from Ariana's heritage hilariously failing, but lovingly appreciated. Yet, external forces plotted. Victoria, humiliated by the exposure, allied with a disgruntled board member, Elias, who saw Allison's openness as weakness. They orchestrated a hostile takeover bid, leaking falsified financials to paint Allison as reckless. The stock plummeted again. Headlines screamed, "Hargrove's honeymoon over?" Allison worked tirelessly, but the stress mounted. Ariana noticed the dark circles, the skipped meals. "Let me help," she urged, using her tech savvy to trace the leaks back to Elias. In a tense confrontation at a shareholders' meeting in downtown SF, Allison exposed the plot. "This isn't about business, it's personal bigotry." The room erupted. Votes swung her way. Victoria fled to Europe, disgraced, but the victory felt hollow. Allison confided in Ariana that night, curled on the couch. "I almost lost everything for what? Pride." Ariana stroked her hair. "No, for truth. For us." Their bond deepened through therapy sessions in a cozy office overlooking the bay, where they unpacked traumas. Allison spoke of her father's expectations, the void after his death. Ariana shared her abandonment fears, rooted in family rejection. "You're my family now," Allison said, sealing it with a kiss. They volunteered at LGBTQ+ centers, mentoring youth, Ariana teaching mechanics, Allison funding scholarships. It was humanizing, grounding their love in something bigger. But betrayal struck closer. Mia, Ariana's friend, jealous of the time Ariana spent with Allison, drunkenly sold a personal story to a tabloid. Details of their arguments, twisted into trouble in paradise. Ariana felt gutted. Her confidant, her rock had cracked. "How could you?" she confronted Mia in a rainy park. Mia sobbed. "I felt left behind." The friendship fractured, a painful loss amid gains. Allison supported Ariana through it, their evenings now sacred. No phones, just connection. They drove the hypercar along the coast, wind whipping through, reminiscing about that fateful day. "You saved me twice," Allison said. Ariana smiled. "Third time's the charm?" As summer heated up, a new conflict arose. Allison's mother, Evelyn, a socialite from the old guard, arrived unannounced. Disapproving of the marriage, she demanded an annulment. "This phase will ruin you," she sneered over tea in the estate's garden. Allison stood firm. "It's not a phase, Mother. It's my life." Evelyn turned to Ariana, venomous. "You're just a mechanic playing house." The word stung, echoing Ariana's insecurities. That night she packed a bag. Maybe she's right. I'm out of my depth. Allison blocked the door, desperate. Don't let her win. We fight for this. Tears flowed as they talked till dawn, vulnerabilities laid bare. Evelyn left defeated, but not before a reluctant admission. "If she makes you happy." Healing followed. They renewed vows publicly at a pride parade, surrounded by friends and allies. The crowd cheered. Photos went viral. Ariana's family even sent a card, tentative reconciliation. Life settled into a rhythm of love and purpose. Yet drama loomed. Allison discovered a corporate espionage plot, rival firms stealing tech secrets. Suspecting Elias's remnants, she dove in, risking safety. Ariana, worried, insisted on involvement. "We're a team." Together they uncovered the breach, leading to arrests. In the aftermath, exhausted but triumphant, they escaped to Big Sur, site of their meeting. Sitting on the cliff where it began, Allison proposed again, with a custom ring engraved with engine schematics. Forever, no secrets. Ariana accepted, their kiss sealing a future built on trust. But fate tested them once more. A car accident, not the hypercar but Ariana's truck, left her injured, a broken arm and bruises. In the hospital, Allison never left her side. "I can't lose you," she whispered. Recovery bonded them further, Ariana's vulnerability drawing Allison closer. Fall leaves crunched underfoot as Ariana and Allison walked Golden Gate Park, hand in hand. Months post-accident, Ariana's arm had healed, but the scare lingered, a reminder of fragility. Their life had stabilized. Allison's company thrived under inclusive policies. Ariana launched a non-profit teaching engineering to queer youth. Love felt solid, but undercurrents of past wounds stirred. One evening, a letter arrived, anonymous, with photos of Allison at a gala, arm around a man. "She's playing you," it read. Ariana's heart sank. Old insecurities flared. "Explain," she demanded, thrusting it at Allison. It was a setup, Victoria's final jab, the man a business associate. But the doubt seeded. "Do you miss that life? The straight facade?" Ariana asked, voice breaking. Allison knelt, eyes pleading. "No. You're my everything." They argued fiercely, emotions raw. Allison's fear of loss, Ariana's abandonment issues clashing like storm waves. In the heat, Allison confessed a momentary doubt during the board crisis. "I wondered if stepping back was easier." The admission felt like betrayal. Ariana left for Detroit, needing space. There, reuniting with family, she reflected. Her mother, softened by time, said, "Love's messy, Mija. Fight for it." Calls from Allison poured in, voicemails of apologies, love declarations. "Come home. We can fix this." Ariana returned, but tension hung. Therapy intensified. They peeled layers, exposing fears. Allison shared her deepest secret. A teenage crush on a girl, suppressed for approval. "I hid so long I forgot how to be real." Ariana admitted her workaholism as armor. "I fixed things to avoid feeling broken." Reconciliation came slowly through small acts, notes left on pillows, surprise drives. They attended a couple's retreat in Napa, wine tastings blending with heartfelt talks. Laughter returned. Intimacy deepened without rush. But external drama resurfaced. A lawsuit from Elias claimed wrongful termination, dragging up old scandals. Courtrooms in SF became battlegrounds. Allison testified boldly, Ariana by her side. "My marriage strengthened me," Allison declared. The judge ruled in their favor. Elias bankrupted. Victory party at home, friends toasting. Yet, in quiet, Ariana proposed a fresh start. "Let's adopt." Allison's eyes lit. "A family." Discussions followed, fostering queer teens, giving back. It humanized their story, shifting from drama to purpose. Winter holidays brought warmth. They hosted a diverse gathering. Allison's reformed mother, Ariana's family bridging gaps. Laughter echoed. Turbo purred amid chaos. But a call shattered peace. Victoria's apology letter, revealing her own closeted pain. I lashed out from envy. Allison forgave. Ariana struggled but followed suit. Healing's chain reaction, she said. As New Year's approached, they reflected on the highway rescue. That day changed us, Allison mused. Ariana nodded. For the better. High Treo hit when Allison's company faced a cyber attack. Hackers demanding ransom, threatening to out more secrets. Ariana, with her tech skills, helped trace it to a foreign rival. In a high-stakes operation with FBI, they thwarted it. Adrenaline-fueled, they emerged closer. Post-crisis, they traveled to New York. Allison's roots. Walking Central Park, Allison proposed permanence. Marry me again publicly. Ariana laughed. Third time. The ceremony was grand yet intimate. In a historic chapel, vows renewed amid cheers. Life post-wedding flowed with rhythm. They balanced careers, love, activism. Ariana published a book on engineering for minorities. Allison funded global initiatives. Yet a final twist. Ariana discovered she was pregnant. Via IVF, a shared dream. Joy overflowed but complications arose. Bed rest ordered. Allison became caregiver, roles reversing. You've always fixed me, Allison said. My turn. In those vulnerable months, bonds solidified. Birth brought their daughter Elena, symbol of resilience. Holding her, Ariana whispered, "Our little engine." Years blurred. Elena grew amid love. Conflicts faded into stories told with smiles. Their marriage, once secret, became a beacon. The California sun dipped low over the horizon, casting a golden glow on the family picnic in Big Sur. Elena, now 5, raced along the beach, her laughter mingling with the waves. Ariana and Allison watched, hands intertwined, the hypercar parked nearby, a relic of their origin story. Hard to believe it's been 7 years, Ariana said, leaning into Allison. Their journey had been a roller coaster of drama and depth. From the highway heroics to the secret vows, betrayals by friends and foes, health scares and corporate wars, they'd weathered it all. Each storm forged them stronger, their love a testament to human resilience. Allison's company now led in ethical tech, with diversity at its core. Ariana's nonprofit empowered thousands, turning personal pain into communal gain. But reflections brought humility. We almost lost it so many times, Allison admitted. Ariana nodded. That's what makes it real. Not perfect, but ours. Elena's arrival had shifted priorities. Parenthood amplified emotions, joys amplified fears too. When Elena asked about their story, they shared age-appropriate truths. Mommy saved Mama's car, and then her heart. It was a narrative of courage, teaching Elena to embrace her identity early. Community ties deepened. They sponsored pride events, advocated for LGBTQ+ rights in D.C., their voices carrying weight. Allison's coming out inspired others. Fan mail poured in from closeted execs. Ariana mentored young engineers, her scars as badges. Yet life tossed curveballs. A family crisis, Ariana's mother fell ill, brought them to Detroit. Amid hospital vigils, reconciliations bloomed. I'm proud of you, her mother whispered, healing old wounds. Allison supported silently, her presence a bridge. Back home, they faced a professional clash. Ariana's prototype clashed with Allison's board on ethics. Debates raged at dinner, but compromise won. We challenge each other, Allison said. It kept their spark alive. Romance and intellectual sparring. As Elena started school, new dramas emerged. Bullying over 2 moms. They addressed it head-on, educating staff, turning adversity to advocacy. Elena emerged confident, their family a model. Anniversaries became rituals. On the highway spot, they renewed promises annually. To fixing what's broken, Ariana toasted. Allison added. And cherishing what's whole. A late twist. Victoria resurfaced, reformed, seeking mentorship. Allison hesitated but extended grace. Everyone deserves a second gear. It closed a chapter humanizing foes. Their story spread. A book co-authored, Engines of the Heart. blending memoir and mechanics. Reviews praised its emotional depth, romantic sweep, and American grit, from Detroit factories to Silicon boardrooms. In quiet moments, doubts whispered, "What if we crash again?" Ariana voiced one night. Allison pulled her close. "Then we rebuild. Together." Elena's bedtime stories often requested the car save. "And they lived happily?" she asked. "Happily with adventures," Ariana replied. As years passed, they aged gracefully. Elena pursued engineering inspired by Ariana, activism by Allison. Their home buzzed with grandkids eventually, legacy enduring. In the end, their tale was human. Flawed, fervent, forgiving. Love wasn't a smooth ride but a journey worth every turn. The hypercar, now in a museum, bore a plaque, "Where rescue met romance." Ariana and Allison, graying but vibrant, drove the coast one last time. "Ready for the next lap?" Allison asked. Ariana grinned. "Always." Their ending? Not by kitsch but triumphant. A beacon of hope in a divided world. Love, after all, conquers the improbable.